Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another lower bracket round 10 game here in the Marvel Rivals Championship Season 0. Season 1 is approaching at a rapid pace, but we still have games to cover here in Season 0. We are on NA, and we are in the console players territory here. As we have in this lower bracket round 10, U6pVd5, also known as Licked. I get the feeling that name may have been censored at some point. We will call them Licked because their tags still exist and it's easier to call them that. Or U6. We'll jump between the two. And Frenzy Flame is on the other side. It's a lower bracket game. Team that loses this is eliminated. Rocket gonna get bad out here along with Magic, Luna Snow, and Doctor Strange. Adam Warlock gets secured for Frenzy Flame by the looks of this. But they're not going for a Star-Lord. Interesting. U6, they're going to at least capitalize on it with the Mantis. Both these teams, by the looks of it, going for a 2-2-2. Two Vanguards, two Duelists, and two Strategists, keeping it simple. But we are seeing a little bit of Penny. We continue to see, even across regions, that in the console games, Penny is a little more popular. And this, America, seeming very much to like the Spider-Man. We saw that last game as well. So we're going to see it return once again for Zaken here. For now, though, let's introduce our players. On the right, we have U6, or Licked. We're actually going to call them U6. It's easier. And also, you can read their name easier at the top. U6 are on the left. In the blue trunks, we have Freaky Caressa. I'm seeing why some of these, why their team name may have been muted. They are going to be playing the Psylocke. Good Master is playing the Magneto. Good Kitty will be playing the Hela. This is going to be a fun cast. Daisuke will be on the Penny Parker. It's Quill. No, it isn't. It's Adam Warlock. And Juice Clues? I think it is Juice Clues. Going to be playing the Mantis. And on the right, in the red trunks, it is going to be Frenzy Flame with Skittle Forks playing the Magneto. Vince on Adam Warlock. Glix, I think it's just Gliz, playing the Cloak and Dagger. Zaken will be playing the Winter Soldier. Chimis, or Kimis, I think it is Chimis, will be playing on the Hela. And Mangoon Memes will be on the Penny Parker. So far, U6 have control of the point. Good Master trying to hold down that front line, keep them zoned out at the main choke point, as Daisuke has carved this area in webs. Gets pulled in by the Winter Soldier, though, out of their webs, tries to get pulled in, but they get the hook cancel and get picked off. Freaky Caressa gets taken out as well, as Good Master is forced to back up here. Juice Clues gonna be going for that soul rejuvenation to try and keep the team up. Eternal Bond for Gliz as well to keep the team pushing through on Hell's Heaven. On point one, Good Kitty takes to the sky, as does Good Master. Meteor M taking out Zaken. The webs by the web spawner taken out. The map moving makes it a little bit harder for Good Kitty to get the right angle. Meteor M coming in from Skittleforks. Finds onto Juice Clues. Zaken trying to get onto the back line as Mangoon Memes dropping the Spider Sweep and is trying to retake control of the area. Recovering around 67% for the side of U6 as Frenzy Flame trying to push them back, but they're getting zoned out, getting outnumbered. There comes the Monarch Spider Nest to try and give them that little bit of extra protection. Counter from the side of Daisuke, who is dropped low thanks to Chimis in the air on the Goddess of Death, taking out quite a few here. Quill will return and does have the Karmic Revival if they wanted to use it here to try and give the team the counter push, but it looks like they're going to decide against it. Regroup and push in another time as Frenzy Flame take control of the point. Cosmic Cluster to zone out the mines piled up onto the point here by Mangoon Memes. The Nest getting targeted. A doorway kind of easy to wrap around in, but that's the whole point of placing the Nest there. to be able to try and zone people out. Unfortunately, there's that long corridor behind it where you can find an alternative entry point, making it quite difficult to go in, as Chimis is taking down JuiceClue's Freaky Caresser with the Dance of the Butterfly, takes out Skittlefox, frozen out there with the nest stun. Holding down the line. Mangoon able to lock down Freaky Caresser for now, but they're starting to get pushed up on the point here. The pressure is being applied. The nest taken down. Once again, they get stunned out. Trying to push on through to make the extra space. Turning onto the front line, who are diving past and will retreat to the rest of their team. Hold the line. Great Winter Soldier pull once again, but they're taken out with the 3-man Meteor M. Good Master brought back with the Karmic Revival. They're able to step onto the point, keep control. And it looks like U6 will be taking point number 1 as Frenzy Flame are unable to step back up. Point 1 of map 1 in this best of 5. Going over to U6. It's coming down to these pennies very often in these fights, but the Meteor M's are proving to be the big game changers when it comes to the actual blow-up ultimates for the team. While the Hellas are getting work done, Magneto seems to be the one who is grabbing doubles from both teams. Skittlefox and Good Master have both been playing very well so far. Let's see if we get any composition mix-ups here. Looks like no. Sticking with everything as it is. Let's have a look at the ultimates. What is at the ready? Good Kitty, currently ready with that Goddess of Death. Daisuke, almost there with that Spider Sweeper. That is everything for U6. That's above 50%. Frenzy Flame. Skittlefox, literally just now getting that Meteor M. Vince holding on to their Karmic Revival. 80% for Chimis. Almost having that Goddess of Death, and Mangoon Memes very nearly up there with the Spider Sweeper. Great Cyber Web Square to lock them down. Not able to finish the elimination though. Daisuke able to get out. It's just going to be JuiceClues who is focused down and picked off Meteor M, taking them down for a second time. The Cocoon brought him back, but we are seeing Frenzy Flame this time in full control, wiping out U6. Good Kitty. Off to the side, waiting for their team to rejoin them so that they can push back in. Zaken. On the side defense. They hear that rotation. Looking for the biotic hook. Finds no one. Goddess of Death. Good Kitty drops low. Takes to the sky to try and burn through Mangoon Memes and will take him out. Finds a big group of enemies. Astral Flock has to be used, but Vince will not be so lucky as JuiceClue is able to take down Skittlefox. Vince revives in the Cocoon as U6 have retaken control. Freaky Caresser trying to get into the backline. Waiting for anyone to show themselves. Anyone who might be able to get picked up. For now, just take it easy. I'm pretty sure I just saw Freaky Caresser shoot the cyber web snare out of the air because the web snare blocks projectiles, but once it blocks the first thing. So I think I may have just seen that get blocked. Good Kitty. Taking the retreat back to the high ground. Chimis on the other side, looking for the wraparound into the open so they can get a flank. Goddess of Death into the air to try and burn through the defenses. Freaky Caresser having to dash away. Good Kitty, Astral Flock to get out. Freaky Caresser will be the one to fall. Sad, barely upright. Meteor M for Good Master. Tags beautifully with the Soul Bond. Eating that here. Mangoon is trying to get that little bit of sustained protection as they drop their Spider Sweeper. Trying to push up onto the point. Daisuke, I think, was put on the half cooldown. Mangoon Memes backing up, trying to retake control. Company 72% in favor of U6. Only 28 for Frenzy Flame as they're being forced off the point. But they're finally able to push back U6, take back control as Good Master falls. Getting as many mines on the point as possible. Just trying to make this place as hard to step up. They can also, of course, combine this with the Winter Soldier. A little bit indecisive about where to put their bonus behind. Let's go on the flank because they can see that there's a little bit of a wraparound from Freaky Caressa with the Daz and the Butterfly into the backline. They're not able to find anyone. Meteor M also finds no one. Neither team able to pick someone. And finally, Zaken is able to find the first elimination, looking to make it the second as they try to get onto Quiz. Not able to do so. Quiz goes finally down. Will removed off the board. Zaken looking for one more. Not getting the resets, but is getting enough eliminations here. Trying to bionic hook. Gets it onto Goodmaster Soldier's Fist to push them back into their team, who did not follow up all the way, but it's enough for Chibi's to take out Goodmaster. U6 off the point as Frenzy Flame look to try and even up the score in this map number 1. Bionic Hook! Quick dash with the Shuriken dash to try and get out of there, but Freaky Caressa will still be the one to fall. Daisuke coming in with the Spider Sweeper trying to get their way onto the point. Karmic Revival for its Quill to try and give U6 the chance to push onto the point. Chibi's has taken to the sky with the Goddess of Death, as has Good Kitty. Chibi's trying to use theirs to burn through the remainder of Good Kitties to prevent them from pushing in any further as control is taken back in overtime away from Frenzy Flame over to U6 as down goes Chibi's. Chibi's revived actually with Karmic Revival. Freaky Caressa will be the one to fall. Vince trying to bring back the team but wasn't able to get to Zaken. Meteor M from Goodmaster. Tries to hide, but Vince unable to get out of there. Driscoll is able to return. Mangoon Memes trying to tank through on the point, but just take too much damage from Daisuke, who is covering the points with the webs, with the bionic spiders, and to push on through the Arachno Mines to finish the job. And in overtime, U6 are going to take map number 1. 2-0 on that map, but that does not tell the story. Frenzy getting themselves back into it in that game number 2 were really showing some moments of brilliance. They were able to break sieges pretty well, but they weren't able to really hold, and that's where we started to see the advantage coming in from U6, taking control and being able to just grab points and push on in. You can see the difference here in the eliminations when it comes to the DPS and the times eliminated when it comes to the DPS. Good Kitty only getting eliminated 4 times. 2 less than either of the other DPS. You look at every other metric, it's almost identical. Good Master and Daisuke. 8 times eliminated between them. Skitterforks and Mangoon Memes, the exact same. On the other side, for the strategist, Driscluse and its Quill, 10 times getting eliminated combined. Gliz and Vince, 10 times getting eliminated combined. The difference here is Good Kitty was able to stay on the board longer and was able to just keep the damage coming out. 15k damage, top in the game. Able to beat out Chibi's here. Only 5k damage from Freaky Caressa here. A little bit of a tongue twister there. Not able to find full eliminations here, but still getting 3 final hits. 11 final hits, 17 eliminations for Good Kitty. Damage blocked. Pretty close again. The damage is really just matching here. The teams are so close statistics-wise. It's just the control ability that we did see here. 22k is going to be the most for Skitterforks. 2k more than Daisuke. 18k for Goodmaster and for Mangoon Memes. Healing output. The team that is losing will often have more healing, and that's exactly what we see here. We see Gliz able to get 20k healing and beating out on Driscluse. Also, Gliz has a lot more consistent, reliable healing, whereas Mantis really relies on people to be dancing in and out very often. But still, kept up well with the healing. But that's it for game number 1. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you are all enjoying as we are going to get set up for game number 2 in this best of 5 lower bracket round 10. Remember, winner of this will be moving on. Loser will be eliminated and have to try again when we get round to Season 1, which at the time of recording this is, I believe, 18 days away. It's the 17th, and there is 28 days this year. I can't remember if we're in a leap year or not. Hang on. Loading up a calendar. Double checking for y'all. 28 days this month. Okay. So yeah, it's so it's 11 days plus the 8th. It starts on March 8th. So we are 19 days away. Very close. Approaching at a rapid pace. And I have, I think, 12 to 15 casts here. So I've got a couple videos to try and fill the gap here. I'm going to do a, here are the teams to watch for for Season 1. Going over some of the teams that won, obviously, in each region. And also going over some that I think could be underdogs, some that are favourites. If any of the teams, like, adjusted some members, I'm going to try and find that out and see what I can do with that. I have to wait for the teams to, you know, be visible to do all the rest of that. So the video is only going to be partially made until that information is public. We will see. I'm excited for it. We'll see what happens. For now, though, if you're enjoying, make sure to subscribe or leave a like. Ring that bell so you can see when these casts go live. If you want to get these casts early, they usually, whenever possible, go up 24 hours early, or in some cases 48 hours early, if you are lucky, if you become a member by hitting that join button. Shout out to our members, Jax Prime and John. They support me every month so that I can keep doing this and bring you all the casts that I can, plus the other content that I am starting to develop making. You can also support by just watching the videos. There are ads on them, so if you have YouTube Premium, supporting that way. If you can turn off your ad block, otherwise, I only ever put ads in between the series. So it's natural stopping points, just like you would get on a live stream. And if not, then you can also support by hitting that thanks button and sending a little donation my way to allow me to keep bringing you all these games. For now, though, let's get set up for map number 2 of this Best of 5 series here in the NA console matches.
They tell me that I'm never gonna make it. They want me to do something that could make sense. They hate when I keep dreaming I'll be famous, but I don't give a fuck, I'ma keep chasing. I got all this potential that's deep inside of me, but they hate when you're successful cause they try to be. They sit there being judgmental because you're trying things, and they just want you to settle and do the right thing. So get a good job, don't slack off. Wake up every morning, make a good impression on your boss. Don't do anything that I wouldn't do, and when you're making money, make sure you don't spend it too soon. Fuck that, I'll do what I wanna do. I got a different path from everyone, and that includes you. Who are you to tell me how to live life? In these times it feels like nobody is right, yeah. So I'ma figure out what else we succeed, and then invest all of my time into that and proceed. I need whatever the hell could make me happy, and I don't think you have a clue what could that be. They tell me that I'm never gonna make it. They want me to do something that could make sense. They hate when I keep dreaming I'll be famous, but I don't give a fuck, I'ma keep chasing. They tell me that I'm never gonna make it. They want me to do something that could make sense. They hate when I keep dreaming I'll be famous, but I don't give a fuck, I'ma keep chasing. I think this life could be special if I get rid of the devils. They think that I am a rebel, I think they want me to settle. There's nobody on my level. They think that work is too stressful, I think that work is essential. The grind is all in your mental, and I don't think you understand what I'll go through just to be in control of my life soon. All the negativity, man, I'm immune. I don't really need a mask with all I've been through. I've been making changes for the ages. 5-10 year plans are contagious. I attack that shit, I'm tenacious. And if you ain't, get the fuck out of my way then. Got one life, I won't regret it. I will fight until I get it. I'll look back one day from heaven and say, damn, I learned some lessons. And say, damn, I have no questions. I had fun in every second.
It is time for map number 2. We are heading to Symbiotic Surface. And we have, once again, U6 on the left. They are playing defense. And Frenzy Flame are on attack. They are playing on the right. U6 currently with a 1-0 lead in this best of 5. As the Punisher is banned away. Not picked at all in the last game. Magic going to continue to be banned out by U6. Adam Warlock protected once again. These teams love him, and don't get me wrong, I am a huge fan of an Adam Warlock, so I am not complaining. Love me, my golden boy. Let's see for Frenzy Flame. They're going to secure the penny. Both these teams seem to enjoy it. Going to lock it in. And Mantis going to get banned out this time. Just close, making it a little bit too difficult for them to push on in sometimes. So they're just going to take it away. U6, they're going to remove the Lunar Snow. So both teams have the option for the Adam Warlock here, but now we're likely going to see someone like a Cloak and Dagger. I doubt a Loki, but there is the possibility for a Loki. Maximum revives, and of course the Rocket is also an option here. I mean, don't get me wrong, Loki would be fantastic, because not only could you combine it with the Hela, who has snuck through the draft here, in order to get yourself revived as Loki via Adam Warlock, and even potentially via Hela, but also Loki could copy Adam Warlock, and then you could just get Karmic Revival on a lower cooldown, because Loki's ult actually charges quicker than Adam Warlock's, and Loki will always have ult charge on whoever they are able to clone, meaning utilizing Loki and Adam Warlock, despite giving you potentially some difficulties in terms of consistent healing, does actually give you some really good revive value. But I'm not sure I'd recommend that duo together. Loki is very reliant on positioning for healing, and Adam Warlock is reliant on cooldowns. That is where they start to fall down a little bit at times. So, U6 on the defense. They are running the Cloak and Dagger. And they don't go for the Adam Warlock. In fact, neither team goes for the Adam Warlock. We do, in fact, see the Loki. But neither team, despite the Adam Warlock being protected, will go for it here. Just close. Star-Lord was left available, so Adam Warlock could have come in for that combo. Good master. Holding down the front line with Strange, who snuck through the draft. Attack cycling. Going through shield as good Kitty and Freaky Caresser on the two damage dealers, the two duelists who were nerfed at the end of Season 0. So will be a little bit weaker going into Season 1, but are still very strong, especially Hela. Picking up Glez here, trying to move on to Zan, but Zan getting the counter. Just close brings back good Kitty. And Frenzy Flame unable to step up in this case, but Portal will be coming in here. Skittleforks sending them into the backline. Daisuke moving immediately, trying to move the Burning Spider Nest to get it, to cut off this entrance route, giving their team the best chance to try and hold them back. But it is visible due to the shape of this room, giving you great angles to just wrap around and go for some aggression here. Has to pull out, retreat back a little bit, looking to wrap in from behind, gets the stun onto the real Loki, sending in the Arachnomines, pulled in with the Bionic Hook, has to get out of there with their own web. Freaky Caresser with the Hunter's Sight, trying to burn through the backline of Frenzy Flame. Dropped low, 61 HP, 16 HP, holds on. Able to tank on through, continues to do damage, and finds the elimination onto Woodback Baby, who has joined the side of Frenzy Flame, who have mixed up their composition a little bit. Down goes 4, but Freaky Caresser is eliminated. There's no BRB this time, but Just Glue is able to keep the team topped up, tanking through, and everyone else is able to survive all the way through. Woodback getting chased down here. Drops the regeneration rune in the solo, takes out good Kitty. In the 1v1, they're still up there. They're still sustaining, causing problems. Here's a clone in the backline. Eye of Agamotto finds its quill, and Woodback Baby with the flanking Loki, God of Mischief, into the Eye of Agamotto is going to allow Frenzy Flame to secure the point and begin the push towards Tier 2. U6 sent back to the spawn. Daisuke set up on the defense, dodges the Soul Siphon. Trying to set up these arachno mines. Finding Spider Nest already down. The center building can be destroyed, reminder, so that Nest can get a little bit of trouble. Already cancelled, so that they can pull back to a better defensive position so that their team can join them. Soul Siphon pulls on in, trying to move the Nest once again. Goddess of Death blocked by Good Master, but the shield will eventually fall. The focus onto Good Kitty takes out Good Master, actually. Good Kitty still getting chased down. Healed up by the team and will finally get behind Good Master as they return from spawn. Frenzy Flame. 3 minutes remaining as they continue to push on in. Freaky Caressa has moved on to the Demon and is on their way back from spawn. Daisuke trying to hold. Spider Sweeper locked down by the Cyberweb Snare. Pushing in. Mangoon, Aya Magamoto to try and stun them down. Down goes Daisuke. Goddess of Death from Good Kitty to get out of danger as they were focused down a little bit here. But focused out of the Goddess of Death and picked off immediately. Jusklus trying to hold them. Aya Magamoto onto everyone in the back line. Incredible setup by Good Master. But Frenzy Flame tag on through. Here comes Zach. Trying to dive on in, looking for a reset, can't find any, but the damage output still might be good here, trying to push on forward. They have that Eternal Bond to try and buy time, but look at Zach, forced off the point here, unable to sustain through. They're trying to pile on the pressure. Oh, the Proteus hooked on in, but that gives them the opportunity to back up. Just Cause brings back Good Master as U6 trying to hold on the point here, trying to push back the members of Frenzy Flame. But Frenzy Flame are relentless here. Neither team is falling. Finally, Chimis will go down to Good Master, who is trying to hold down the front line here, getting focused down. Shield up to the high ground, finally gets in range for their team to heal them up. Push again. Buying time, Mangoon dropping low but holding steady. Not panicking, playing safe, trying to push up. Here comes the Seer, and that's gonna be enough to pick off one. But with Daisuke already down, it's just a 1-for-1 in terms of eliminations. But U6, this is benefiting them more as they are the ones who have to put a stop to it. Even a stalemate is a good situation for U6. Frenzy Flame, they need to start getting pickups. Of course, the stalemate eventually has to end. When you're in overtime, obviously, a stalemate is not in your favor, but before that, you're still holding them solid. That is a Goddess of Death, a God of Mischief into a Goddess of Death. 2 Goddess of Deaths to melt through the shield of Good Master, taking out Jusklus. Good Master will go down. Mangoon memes getting the elimination. Good Kitty to try and hold the front line. Aya Magamoto came out here. Skittlefox to try and hold the front line. U6 are starting to fall. Members, no one on the point as Frenzy Flame take point number 2. And with 2 minutes on the clock, are looking for the triple.
You know what to do, spiders?
The Nest creeping forward here.
This is gonna hurt.
This is so different to what we were seeing in Asia. We'd see the odd penny there, but it was almost exclusively used on the defense here. This aggressive Penny Parker style is very uniquely America, or at least uniquely these two teams as they smash on through. Woodback Baby takes out Good Master as they were pulled in once again. Zach with that bionic hook. Getting great isolations off the team there, looking for another one. Finds Daisuke, Soldier's Fist to force them back into the team, but they're able to try and get out of there with the web pull. But the damage focus is good. Healing comes out with the Eternal Bond, gonna force them to back up here. Spider Sweeper, Daisuke rejoining the fight after retreating to cover the area, zone back the members of Frenzy Flame. Daisuke holding for the moment. Freaky Caressa moving off the Namor. Going to be back onto the Psylocke to try and hold the line here. Good Master pushing up. Looking for their opportunity to maybe go for the Eye of Agamotto to shut down the push of Frenzy Flame. Zach is just waiting for a moment to strike. The Seer Beacon was dropped. But what do they boosting here. Where is the damage? What is the follow-up right now? Frenzy Flame are just eating the entire duration of that rocket ult with nothing being achieved. There's the Manic Spider there, spotted by Good Master. Will take it out. Does the butterflies onto the back line by Freaky Caressa to try and take down the members of Frenzy Flame. But again, they take yet another ult and just eat through it. Frenzy Flame are just tanking right now, shutting down everything. The Eternal Bond was used here. Good Master trying to hold his Skittlefox. Here comes the Kraken Impact, looking for Quill to try and shut this down. Good Kitty takes to the sky in vulnerability. Shut down immediately, taken out and finished off by Mango Memes. Great focus by Frenzy Flame to shut down Skittlefox. Pushing forward, Good Master used the Eye of Agamotto, but they've only been able to take back Woodback. Counter Eye of Agamotto coming in here from Skittlefox to focus down the backline. They've got rid of Daisuke. It's Quill taken out as Chibi's from the sky wipes out the remaining defenders.
2, 3.
Full triple capture.
Including which side?
And suddenly back in this series, we're seeing Frenzy Flame.
To win this one.
A beautiful attack here, and now they move on to defense. Spider-Man being hovered by Frenzy Flame for this defense, and U6 look to potentially mix it up. Adam Warlock will be hovered once again, and we're going double flyers here. Star-Lord, Cloak and Dagger, auto-targeting for that healing, perfect for double flyers. The Hulk to go for that full combo has been ignored up to now. Iron Man and Hulk both left available this whole time. Reminder about a couple things, ladies and gentlemen. One, these icons are darkened just because of a slight bug in the observer system. They will go back to normal when the player is eliminated, which leads us to a fun little game. Let's see whose icon stays dark for the longest. Let's see who's able to go the longest without getting eliminated here. And second, these players are on console. They are playing on controller because you are not allowed to play on keyboard and mouse in the console tournament. The reason you see keyboard and mouse controls are because I am observing on keyboard and mouse, and it just defaults to whoever the observer is. Spider-Man flying in there to try and interrupt the portal and cause a little bit of harassment. Portal will still be coming into the high ground, but Zack off the Winter Soldier onto the amazing Spider-Man. Daisuke on the flank. Chibi's takes out its Quill, and the Hulk getting locked down goes for the indestructible guard. Iron Man, though, causing the pressure, trying to harass from the other side. Gets stunned out, though, by Spider-Man and picked off here. And it looks like Daisuke will be the person to remain up the longest. Actually, it's a race between Daisuke and Good Master, who gets the pickup onto the Spider-Man. Daisuke still tagging through both of them, trying to force this issue and make their way onto the point to give some space for their team. They're very isolated right now. Good Master dropping low. Daisuke trying to sneak around the back to make their way in and apply some pressure. But while these two front lines are back here, Good Kitty and Jusklus are both taken out, pulled in by Spider-Man. Daisuke almost isolated away from the rest of the team here. Freaky Caressa chased down by Gliz here.
Aw, it's nap time.
Daisuke goes down, but they were the one who kept their token dark for the longest. Zack with a little bit of poke, a little bit of aggression. We haven't seen many successful Spider-Mans in professional play. Can Zack show us something different? As U6 mix it up a little bit here. They've abandoned the Iron Man as Good Kitty moves on to the Hela, and they bring out the Thor, sticking still with lots of team-up abilities. Frenzy Flame onto Good Master, chasing them in, but will back away. How long can they hold on to this?
Put some pep in my step.
Onto the backline, tries to pull him in, but Freaky Caressa already taken down. Quill dropped low, finished off, no cocoon available. Eternal Bonds for the 4 remaining players still available on this point, but Frenzy Flame are barely hurt here. Chibi's barely getting out on one hit point. The one person on this team who was dropped low takes out Good Kitty in the backline. Zach trying to find the opportunity to snipe someone as they wrap around two to side. I don't think they know that everyone is in the back here. Starlord and Thor are the members. In comes Zach. Pushed out by Thor. Forced to leave. Doesn't want to get caught out of position. We'll get that regeneration domain from Woodback. Nice hit for the finishing blow. Chimis picks up the final hit. Quill cocooned back to bring themselves into this fight. Could go for the Karmic Revival here, but no reason to yet. Need to wait until Freaky Caressa has returned and goes down again. You don't want to waste that cocoon here. Freaky Caressa is down again. Will they revive? They really should, I think, at this point, because everyone is dropping low and might be finished off anytime soon. Daisuke down. Now Freaky Caressa is back, but nowhere near the fight. Ayamagamoto into the back line by Skittleforks, able to wipe everyone here. Gliz with the extra healing to keep the team alive as they push on through. Frenzy Flame holding on 0% right now. 20 seconds remaining for U6 to try and make a play, but they do have Portal. They're going straight in onto the high ground. This is their opportunity to try and push on through, but there is a Spider-Man ult available. That spectacular swing could be dropped into the backline. Clone from Woodback for the Galactic Legend into the backline to melt through the damage dealers. There's the Goddess of Death. Ayamagamoto comes out. Good Master tagging through. Good Kitty in the air, trying to hold it. Spider Sweeper from Mangoon to hold the line. Zakin goes down before they can use that spectacular spin, and it looks like U6 may finally have set themselves up, bringing back Freaky Caressa here. It's Quill holding the line with their team, and U6 in overtime are going to be able to seize control and activate the pod of null energy. Sorry, null essence. Mangoon memes. The last to fall on the defense. Freaky Caressa going to be losing the Star-Lord here, bringing out the Psylocke once again. Zack swapping Spider-Man before even ulting back onto the Winter Soldier. This does mean they get a little bit of ult charge, but not a lot. Still losing it. Beautiful isolation onto Daisuke. Great pickup there with the bionic hook, with the spin to get them into the rest of their team for the Soldier's Fist to find the finishing blow, taking out Good Kitty. Chimis now trying to chase down Juskluz to finish off the Cloak and Dagger, and they get them. Mangoon set up once again for the defense here. Frenzy Flame, they've got 1.5 minutes to hold. If they can hold them before point 2, they're evening up the map score. Holding on, trying to force back. You can see Good Master trying to step in there, but ain't a lot of those bionic spider mines. From Mangoon means the Arachno mines at the ready, but they need to get into a more comfortable position to be able to drop it in 5 seconds. Good lockdown with the Cyber Web Snare. Trying to get onto the Cloak and Dagger. Quill returns from the cocoon, but they will fall immediately again as Frenzy Flame are driving back U6 with 40 seconds to go. Aggressive chase to get the finishing blow. Dropped low though, barely able to get out there. Mangoon will be able to retreat. The nest is down. They can now start spreading those webs. Not even going to spread the web here. They're just going to drop mines. Repositioning a little bit so it can't be hit too easily from the side. Tainted Shock from Zakin, not able to find the angle. God of Mischief available for Woodback Baby. Maybe using that here to finish it off as we're about to hit overtime. 2 seconds remaining. Retreat immediately coming out of Frenzy Flame, knowing that U6 are likely to use some ultimates, but they do not find any. starting to move in. Here we go. Freaky Caressa, who is now on the Hawkeye with the Hunter's Sight, dropping massive damage, is taking out everyone. And Frenzy Flame, they may have held those ultimates a little too long as Freaky Caressa absolutely destroys them on the defense. And once again in overtime, U6 claim another point.
Keep up the momentum.
On the chase, Daisuke. Good Kitty and Freaky Caressa able to break through and finish off Gliz on the retreat. Ultimate still available. Eye of Agamotto for Good Master. Goddess of Death for Good Kitty. Karmic Revival for its Quill, and Daisuke has that God of Thunder. Frenzy Flame, they have themselves that Goddess of Death at the ready. Eternal Bond, Kraken Impact. They're getting close to their own Eye of Agamotto. God of Mischief and Spider Sweeper almost ready. They're about to have everything. They try to apply a little bit of pressure. Chibis on the side, getting chased down here. Drops low. Eye of Agamotto from Good Master. Entirely blocked there by Frenzy Flame. And Good Master is healed up by the rest of their team because they are in serious danger. Eternal Bond has to be utilized. Skittle Fork being patient, holding it down as Goddess of Death taking to the sky, but it's Good Kitty, while taking out Woodback Baby, is able to tank on through. God of Thunder from Daisuke takes out Gliz, but is now isolated, forced to dash back, trying to take cover, but still wants to push in. 8 seconds remaining. Kraken Impact gets 2, gets 3, and Zach may have just shut down the assault with no one left and no more time. That is going to be Frenzy Flame taking map number 2, and they will even up the score.
Another epic victory.
Frenzy Flame locked in there. 28 final hits for Chibis, 27k damage. Topping both those metrics, 42 eliminations. Second highest is 36, and that's Mangoon Memes. 13, 12, 15. This was a way stronger game for the side of Frenzy Flame. Incredible setup for them here. 52k damage blocked for Good Master. Doing the best. Right behind them is Skittleforks with 49. Both of them try to hold the line for their team. As usual, we see our rule of the team that is in last place, usually getting the most healing. And between the two, it does look like, with 58k healing versus 54k healing, the team that came in second did have more healing output. But the highest individual healer, while only getting eliminated 5 times, half of literally anyone on the side of U6, is Gliz, who was able to heal 33k while just keeping themselves present on the board. Incredible job. Incredible play. That brings our map setup to 1-1, sorry. Good Kitty, by the way. Shout out to them. 12 eliminations, almost double anyone on their own team. Putting in the work there. Freaky Caressa took a little bit to get going, but once they did, they started getting those isolations, especially on that final push. But again, struggling to keep up with the Hellers. But can't blame them. Heller's a good character. That is game number 2 in this best of 5. The score is evened up at 1-1. Let's find out who starts to take the lead again in our next map as we get set up for map number 3.
the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up! It's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me. It's not working out, maybe it's the chemistry. It's time to break up so I can make a better me. Better believe in your mind, cause it's everything. You can mold, shape, find almost anything. All it takes is some time and some clarity to find your identity. It's mind over everything. And when I feel like this, I'm immortal. 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 Don't
And we are back. The score is even at 1-1. Frenzy Flame now on the left. U6 now on the right. U6 going to continue to take out the magic as we head to Yggdrasil Path for map number 3. Mantis continuing to be banned out by Frenzy Flame, seemingly isolating that as a bit of their problem from game number 1. But they're keeping on board with their Penny Parker, locking that in. Mangoon seeming to have a preference here. Ban number 3. Doctor Strange also secured. No complaints, I'm sure, for Skittleforks. Played that very well last game as well. Loki gonna get taken out here. Loki can, of course, be really strong. And Rocket will be removed as well. There was some incredible Rocket play.
Heroes could make all the difference.
Adam Warlock ignored this time in the rotation. The Iron Man making a return once again, as is the Star-Lord. But this time, they're not running it with the Cloak and Dagger. They're running it with the Lunar Snow. Lunar Snow able to drop that Snowflake onto either of these damage dealers and then focus on keeping the front line up. Good potential there. However, Frenzy Flame, they have one of the best damage dealers for dealing with those flyers. And Winter Soldier isn't that bad either, but they have the Hela.
Be your best self.
Might be enough to just melt on through here. Also going to be running that Lunar Snow, as it was not bad this time. Been bad every other game so far.
Are you really the goddess of death?
Let's see who's able to come out on top as we are getting into game number 3 in this best of 5. Who will take the lead? Mangoon playing up super far to get those mines down.
Battle starts in 5.
Try and make it difficult for the members of U6 to exit the point.
You know what to do, Sliders?
So they're going up and around here,
Need to stop that vehicle in its tracks.
ignoring the mines that way.
Worlds where I do not exist.
Gonna take him out
We won't stop until
as the web is relocated.
These mechanical orangutans.
Zakin looking for the bionic hook, going with Tainted Shock instead. They spot Iron Man up high. But that's going to be Kiwi's job. To take out those flyers. For now, though, they're just dealing with the pressure from the corner. Adam Warlock pulled in with the bionic hook. Good Master dropped low and finished off as well. Beautifully done here. Good Kitty off to one side. Freaky Caressa on the other. Trying to melt through the front line of Frenzy Flame, but Frenzy Flame are tanking too well here. Zakin with a Tainted Shock, trying to find any of those flyers. They're going to pull back, play it a little bit safe here. Good damage output, causing issue. Good Kitty moves off of the Iron Man. Going to be bringing out the Winter Soldier of their own. Bionic hook onto Mangoon means, and they're able to get out of there. Free Caressa on the flank. Currently in the 1v1 versus Hella, forced to back away. Takes damage, grabs the map heal, looks to see if the Chibi's would chase, but no. But Skittlefox goes down. Woodback, baby, also taken out of the backline. And Frenzy Flame forced to back away as U6 are starting to get some momentum here, and they're going to be able to grab point number 1. Chibi's looks to poke their head in. Caught out of position here. Portal comes in. They're trying to hold it. Chibi's somehow not taken out. The portal's a little bit in the way, but not as in the way as Good Master is. Great damage output. Both teams with the fade of both worlds getting dropped here. Chibi's dropped low. Spider Sweeper from Mangoon Memes. Trying to not go through the portal here, but spreading those Arachnomines to get a lot of damage output here. Enough to finish off Good Master. And it looks like Frenzy Flame able to hold it just 2 meters before point number 1. With 1 minute, 40 seconds remaining. Can they hold it here? Gonna try and hold the corner. Daisuke trying to build back some of that Hulk charge so they can transform again. Freaky Caressa on the flank there, caught out of position. Will be returning behind cover. Good Kitty. Could try and isolate someone here if they can get that bionic hook. Zach with the opportunity to try and mirror the same thing. Off on the flank, looking for Good Kitty there. Tainted Shock, not landing. Eye of Agamotto coming out. Skittlefox has the opportunity to burn their own as well, but they're forced back into the choke point here. Galactic Legend for Freaky Caressa, but they are one-shottable right now. Zach taken down. Frenzy Flame trying to hold them on the point as Mangoon is being taken down as Daisuke smashes through with the Hulk smash. Point 1 is taken. U6 getting some momentum going. Zach moving up, looking for their position to try and isolate, but going to wait for their team before they do anything crazy. The nests will begin to be set up. There's the pull onto Daisuke. Soldier's Fist to stop them jumping away, taking them down, but Hulk's able to take out the nest. There comes the Kraken impact, but only Strange is hit. Black Panther is here. Hi, Black Panther. Bye, Black Panther. We're back. Trying to keep the team topped up as best they can. Counter Kraken impact coming in here from Good Kitty. Got 1 reset already, taking out Skittlefox. But Woodback, with the fade of both worlds, will shut this down. Chibi's takes to the sky on that Goddess of Death. But again, Good Master in position to block it, but it's taken out into the backline. Gets its quill. Headshot onto Good Kitty. Down into puny banner form, and we will see Daisuke getting removed here. U6 driven back off the point. They have 1 minute and 49 seconds remaining. Freaky Caressa removing the Star-Lord brings out the Hawkeye. Try and blow them up, pick them off here. Mangoon currently with the only ultimate available for Frenzy Flame. Holding on to it for the moment. They have that Bionic Spider Nest down, but the angle's starting to not go in their favor, so they're going to have to cancel it, wait the 12 seconds, and then move it. Gets a pickup onto Daisuke with the mines. Mangoon holding. Trying to force them back. Finds Good Master on the flank, and the nest is immediately replaced. Just keeping the zoning going. Cyber Web Snare, locking them down. Great pickup there by Good Kitty. Trying to move in, trying to get onto Chibi's to get another elimination. If they can do so, that would be so huge for their push. Bionic Hook onto Strange, forcing them to back up here. Skittlefox, no Eye of Agamotto available here. Kraken impact at the ready, but they're being patient with it. Here comes the fate of both worlds from Woodback as they force them back. U6 just going to back away here, not going to use their ultimates. Freaky Caressa back onto the Star-Lord as Quill is holding on to that Karmic Revival, being so patient with it. Portal coming out to get them in as they've only got 17 seconds left. making their way onto the point. Zaken, Kraken impact, reset one, got a double, but it's taken out, but they got a third there. Good master, Aya Magamoto to buy them a little bit of extra time. Quill bringing back everyone there with the karmic revival, but they can't touch the point.
0, 2, 1.
Valiant effort.
Time to switch things up, including which side you're on. You'll need a top-notch team to win this one.
I'm about to sneeze. Nope. Saying it, of course, made it not appear. Frenzy Flame now on the attack. U6 unable to touch that point on the final push despite the full team revive. Frenzy Flame. They've got to beat 1 and a few meters. Freaky Caressa onto the board for the defense. Good Kitty picking up Hella. Zach currently on the Black Widow. I don't know if this will make it out the door. We will have to see.
30 seconds before you attack.
Let's see who is going to come out on top here. Sticking with that Lunar Snow. No other mix-ups for U6 other than the Namora, as we've already mentioned. And of course, Good Kitty playing that Hella. Let's see what they can do. Daisuke placing down the mines. Not as aggressive position-wise.
3, 2, 1.
Zach is playing on that Black Widow. Let's see what they can do with this. Going for a wide flank here. 1. Not getting the second, but that's going to cause a lot of anger. Everyone is turning around, which is giving their team an opportunity to try and step up here. Zach will go down, but U6 were distracted. Able to turn back around, utilizing the Penny and the Namora to make it so that even though they were focusing onto the Black Widow, they're still able to drive back Frenzy Flame as Zach swaps back onto the Winter Soldier. Taking out the Frozen Spawn. Tainted Shock onto the front line, trying to force them to back up. Freaky Caressa maximizing damage output as best as they can here. Sending out the Oceanic Dominions once again. Frozen Spawn at the ready, trying to take down the Bionic Spider Spawner. Taking down Chibi's, pushing forward. Skittle Forks struggling to eat all the damage, has to retreat to the high ground while they wait for their healers to return, utilizing the map respawning as cover. As U6 currently on a great defensive position, great hold so far. Quill keeping the team topped up. We're back, gonna be pulling the trigger here with the Fate of Both Worlds being matched by Quill here, utilizing that Eternal Bond to try and allow them to push on through. Gliz with their Eternal Bond on the last second push. Good interrupt onto Daisuke, shutting down the Spider Sweeper as Frenzy Flame are starting to get the momentum going here. Here comes the Goddess of Death. Trading shots, Good Kitty forced out of it by Chibi's as Frenzy Flame just met everything that U6 sent their way with flying colors. Pushing on in. Only 76 meters once they're past that first point. So U6, they should probably try and step onto the point. Here's the Horde of Proteus to try and do it. Meteor M coming in as Good Master. Moved onto the Magneto, but they're already going to be taken out by Chibi's, who's doing huge damage. Fate of Both Worlds to try and delay, try and buy the time as they're only 1 meter away from the point. But Jusklus is on their own here. They're buying time, but it's only going to delay. There is now 4 minutes to go for Frenzy Flame to take the lead in this series. 76.5 meters is what they need to be. Picking up Good Kitty. Lovely elimination. Astral Flock up to the high ground, immediately getting caught out by them on forced to back away. Freaky Caressa, their positioning this game has been very good, but they gotta be careful of Hella. Gonna be looking to try and pick him off here. There's the finish line. A Skittlefork trying to push on up. Where are Good Master and Daisuke? They're gonna be holding the corner here, trying to buy time. Bionic Hook onto Good Master to try and get him out. And Zack gets reset. 1, 2, looking for 3 Eternal Bonds to try and save the game here as U6 are getting forced off the point. Another Bionic Hook to try and get onto them on. And Good Kitty is taking people down on the other side here. Chivas takes their way to the sky. Soldier's Fist to push on through. And while Chivas is in the sky, who is on the ground to try and stop U6 from pushing on, from holding this line? Chivas clears them out here. And Frenzy Flame take game number 3 and take the lead in this series. Chibis takes the MVP. Nicely done. U6, once again, we're seeing similar to game number 2. Not really able to keep up, just more eliminations. Full stop for the side of Frenzy Flame. Lowest times getting eliminated. Mangoon Memes and Gliz. 2 times each. They were on the board for so long here. Chibi's getting that MVP once again, only getting taken out 3 times, 15 final hits, 32 eliminations, 22k damage, highest in the game. Once again, Chibi's with the well-deserved MVP here. Damage blocked, 28k by Daisuke, but 25 for Skittleforks, keeping pace. 24 for Good Master, also up there. Mangoon Memes actually taking the least amount of damage here, but doing 13k damage. 4k more than any of the other Vanguards. And the healing done. 14 and 2 18s are no match for Quill's 22k. Healing Flyers, keeping the front line healed up when they're grouped up together, doing everything in their power, and also staying on the board a little bit more than Juice Clues. Able to hold the front line and push on through. Doing 6k damage as well. Highest damage for a strategist that game. Quill definitely deserves a little bit of commendation there for doing their best in a rough situation. For now, though, we now have a lead being taken by Frenzy Flame, meaning they are 1 game away from moving on to that lower bracket round 11. So stay tuned, and we will see who comes up victorious as we head into game number 4. Will Frenzy Flame close this out, or will we see the return to form for U6? Find out after this short break.
I'm so gone, no I'm never turning back. I won't stop, I'ma fight until there's nothing left. It's so on, you're gonna be hurting bad, cause I've been to hell and back. You don't wanna make me mad, I stay strong, you will never see me crack. And if you get in my way, you gonna feel the wrath. Gotta say it to my face while he's looking back. Mirror breaks after math, when I hate I attack. And when I feel like this, I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm immortal.
Frenzy Flame looking to try and close it out here on Bearded T'Challa, but U6, the one map they have won so far was a domination map. This is their chance to bring in a comeback. Let's see what U6 can do. Mantis going to be banned out. Penny Parker removed in the ban phase. Luna Snow going to be protected. This means that Magic, you can see Zack there, looking to sneak it in. Do U6 know that? Is that going to be their second ban? But that leaves Chibis with the ability to play on the Hella. But Good Kitty, pretty solid on that, so they might just be willing to let that go. But who do they protect first? They protect Strange. Giving good Master. That big frontline player. Do they ban Magic again? Or is there another target? Perhaps that Hela. Ooh, they may have just fallen right into Zach's hands here, taking out the Winter Soldier. To be fair, these hooks have been spectacular. And Rocket removed for Frenzy Flame, but it looks like we're not going to see the magic. We are currently hovering on the Squirrel Girl. Fun to see, but Zach hesitating. Star-Lord also available. Adam Warlock once again left up. Gliz is hovering Jeff. We love to see a Jeff. Woodback, baby. Currently on the Magneto, which means Mangoon memes. Usually sneaking in with the Penny Parker. This time, we'll be moving on to the Lunar Snow. Frenzy Flame. We're going to try and close this down. U6, they have that Hela on the board. Woodback is currently hovering Captain America. And we once again have a Black Widow. Not sure how much of this will be locked in. U6, though, they look fairly committed. Bringing out the Thorn. Giving them that revive potential with good Kitty. One of their few team-ups.
The battle starts in 5, 4.
Are they going to allow Zach onto the Black Widow again? They're walking through the door. Nope, there we go. Here'll be the swap. And it is the magic! We waited for it. We called it. They tried to debate us. But Zach, with the Snowflake from Gliz. Trying to get into the back line. Not able to do so. Takes a little bit too much damage. But will start to make their way forward. Psylocke trying to pressure in. Just going for the poke for the moment. Into the back line. Zach dropping damage, but is sent low, both physically and in terms of HP. We'll be backing away. Doesn't want to get picked off right now as the point will be claimed by Frenzy Flame to start us off here. Daisuke trying to step onto the point. Takes a little bit of damage. Tries to dash away. Will be healed up here. Back onto the point. Finds Skittleforks, little bit isolated there, trying to chase him down. Beautiful positioning, and they're able to find the isolation. But in the meantime, Chimis gets the double as the front line leaves their back line alone. And Chimis is finding everyone here. Looking for Daisuke, chasing them down. Final blow, finds it in the head. Just close, focus down, backing away. Doesn't want to get caught up too much. Mangoon on now the Cloak and Dagger. Topping the team up as they push on through. Hyper-aggressive damage once again. Taking out Daisuke. Freaky Caressa onto the Namor. No, onto the Groot. As Daisuke will be bringing out the Punisher. Groot trying to split the team. Give them the space they need to make their way up. If they could potentially isolate someone here away from the rest of the team. Spore Bomb. Little bit of damage onto the backline. Blinded by the Cloak. Locked down. Stunned down. Picked off. Good Master with the Eye of Agamotto. But no one is caught. Taken down as Darkchild. With almost everyone already eliminated here. Little bit aggressive here by Zach. Literally chasing them to spawn. Darkchild going to get very little value here. But it's going to be enough to keep them in spawn for long enough. Free Caressa buying time with the portal to get them onto the point. Meteor M! Good damage, but blocked with a shield. We're in overtime. U6 trying to hold it as Good Kitty is taken out right off the bat here. The healing from Juscos will expire. Free Caressa has the Groot ult waiting for the Fate of Worlds to expire, but they're getting drop low themselves, needing to send it at the walls to try and sustain, but they are finished off the point here, and Good Kitty knows it's over as Frenzy Flame take game number 1 of map number 4. Heading to Warrior Falls next. U6, their last chance to get back in because Frenzy Flame are starting to close the gap here. Starting to close the door on that possibility of making your way through to that lower bracket round 11 to play against the losers of the upper bracket quarterfinal. Frenzy Flame starting to close out that light from U6. And U6 will use their other name just in case. I think they might be licked unless they can find another gear. They do, however, have the tools. They have that Goddess of Death, the ability to burn through people. They have that strangling prison from the Groot that could give them the tool they need to just quickly isolate, group up the enemy team, and get those eliminations when needed. Wood back. They're going to be allowed to play it.
All you need to do is capture the mission area.
Stop teasing me! We do a Spider-Man, though. The pre-buff Captain America would have been wild. I really thought he went off the edge there for a second. I don't play a lot of Spider-Man. Well, I'm excited when I see it. That is a huge blow-up onto Just Close. Skitterfox takes out its Quill. And already we're seeing Zach in the resets, gets a double, looks for more, but it's going to be Good Kitty taken out by Woodback Baby. And that is actually elimination for a Spider-Man. Follows that all the way down. Daisuke, finishing blow, needs to be able to get onto them, but doesn't have the cooldowns. Map heals, both of them. But whoa, okay, that was interesting. Going to be backing away. Wants the 1v1, but doesn't want to get caught out of position here. Finds the choke point, and they're about to have their ult here. Dropped low, forced to back away. Map heal will need to be picked up. Freaky Caressa gets the lockdown with the straggling prison. Woodback Baby last to fall. Hiding the wall. Not using it for defense, but it's going to give Groot that extra protection, that extra healing when it is needed here. Everyone just going to be defending on the point here. Culling turret on the high ground for Daisuke to try and hold it. Good Master up there with them for the protection. They're all in on this Punisher right now. And Zach maybe about to enter a world of hurt. Absolute perfect isolation there. The mag cannon from Woodback to lock him down, allowing allowing Good Kitty to get the final hits. Astral Flock up to the high ground for Good Kitty. As Daisuke continues to do the work. Great Soul Cypher there, trying to chase down Zach. Is forced to back away. Meteor M into that choke point. Dodged beautifully, finds no one. Counter Meteor M. Onto the choke point, but everyone tanks through it. Chimis and Good Kitty into the sky, but Chimi's going to be up there for a little bit longer as they're able to find the isolation time to take down Good Kitty. Will be forced to back out though. Zach holding onto their ultimate still. They're so patient with this. Good Kitty taking out Woodback Baby, and U6 are holding onto the point here. And once again, we're seeing the risk of Spider-Man here. Not present in some of these fights. They're a hit-and-run character or a tank buster a lot of the time. You can't really play Spider-Man on the point because they're so squishy. And as such, U6 in control. It's the last chance. Chimis able to take out Daisuke. This is the chance for U6 to go onto the point. Off the map! Beautifully done! And that is the power of Spider-Man. That's going to allow him to reclaim the point at 96%. Into the backline, and Spectacular Spin! Gets the double, quadruple with the help of Skitterfox, and that's what we were waiting for in the choke point. Frenzy Flame find the characters with no protection and get a massive pickup. They now have control of the point. They still have Aya Vagamoto, but Freaky Caressa could be the one to try and turn this round. Getting blinded. Spore Bomb blocked by the shield of Doctor Strange, trying to make their way forward to make some space and get back onto that point. Chimis is focused down by Good Master. Free Caressa, blind straggling prison, but it's shut down immediately by the fate of both worlds. Skittlefork trapped, isolated from the team, finally going to get that Lunar Snow healing, able to arrive to them as Gliss rotates in perfectly, and Frenzy Flame hold the point here. Good Master. Do they have Portal? Because they might have to use it here. Yes, they do. 92, 93, Spider-Man looking to interrupt it. If they could start out Strange, no. Not able to do so. And now they're down a member as they make their way back in. Meteor M onto the high ground, going to try and get on to go. Kitty blocked by the shield of Good Master. Try to push on in. Eternal Bond utilized. Chibi's good Kitty taken out as Mangoon Memes gets a double. Into the high ground goes Frenzy Flame. Chibi's able to finish off the last remaining attackers. And U6 forced off the point. And that is going to be game number 4. And the series going over to Frenzy Flame. Skittleforks. Great performance there. 10 final hits. 10k damage being beaten out by Chibis there. The Spider-Man. Most final hits in the game. We mock it. Sometimes we say, hey, where is Spider-Man? When the point needs someone to stand on it, where is Spider-Man? These are the questions. But Zach showing us what a good Spider player can do. Bringing it out. 11 final hits. 7k damage. Just a little bit less than Good Kitty on that Hela. And more than Daisuke on that Punisher. Did the work. And only got taken out 2 times. Nicely done. Top healing. Very close this time. By 200 points. It's Quill will take it, just beating out Mangoon Memes, who remember was Penny for the majority of the series so far, swapping onto healer and matching the top healer on the enemy team. Shows some great versatility. As such, it is unlucky for U6. They will have to wait until Season 1 to be able to try again. But Frenzy Flame, they will move on to that lower bracket round 11, where they will play against the loser of one of our upper bracket quarterfinals. We have one more lower bracket round 10 game before we'll be moving on to those upper bracket quarterfinals. So a reminder to make sure you are subscribed and turn on that bell icon so you can see when the casts go live and keep up with these games as we continue the road to Season 1. I have been Tetcher. Thank you all very much for watching. Marvel or Netties, my email is in the description. Call me. Thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you all tomorrow.